Hi guys, and welcome to an all signs you versus them. The title says it all. We're looking into your energy as a person you may be dealing with, most likely in love. Just got a new deck in here. It is a Gregory Scott Tarot, so it's a little bit of an experiment again, also here to see how I connect with the deck. I have my traditional deck here with me just in case. So let's get to it. Yeah, did I mention it? It can play out in love, romantic love, family love, whatever. But you know, as it is with tarot, we don't know what comes up, and let's see how it goes with this deck. Timestamps are below. Let's get to it. We're starting with Aries here. Oh, by the way, I'm setting it here for around these days where I'm taping it. So probably around 16 sort of days here. These days, basically, this week here. But timing is fluid, so whenever it finds you. Let's see. What do we have for Aries here? Aries and the person they're dealing with. What do we have for you and your person? Show me Aries. Show me Aries. You are in the Three of Wands energy. You are a little bit, I want to say, protective of your energies. It's almost as though you would like to expand, you would like to take chances. And I get that that is what you're protective about. Person you're dealing with here, they are in a... Alright, let's see. Remember, you can place yourself in the roles here, right? What we have going on here is because when I look at you, right, Aries? Dang it, gotta make room for this. When I look at you, I have you here in the Three of Wands. To me, this shows up as you being very protective about your path forward, wherever it is that you want to go. You want to reach some kind of a milestone here, but what is a little bit of a test to you may be, in some way, I almost want to say that feeling appreciated for the work that you do. I get as though you have conquered. You came, you saw, you conquered a lot. You are very explosive. You want to take chances, absolutely. You don't like stagnancy. And you would like to be appreciated for what you bring, but at the same time, I'm getting a little bit here in terms of communication. See, that's it, Aries. When I look at you, you're tired. You may, in terms of this connection here, feel as though you take on a lot of burdens. Like you would like to have your partner here share the burdens with you. It's like, can we put in an extra effort here to make things easier for us? Can we work together? Can we have a teamwork, but you are still very protective of your path forward here? Yeah, that's basically it. You would like to have this collaboration. When I see your partner, sometimes they go in this energy where they are a little bit, don't quite know what to do. It's like, come save me. It's almost as though they are a little bit, in this situation right here, right now, a little bit helpless, can I say like that, in the way that they are looking, in the way that they are making decisions. And that can make things become a little bit of a heavy burden to carry, because, you know, it can be a bit draining, right? It's like, because I see you here taking on a lot of responsibilities, a lot of chores here. Crossing you is that feeling appreciated, feeling as though you can go, you can put down some of these burdens here, you can work together, so you can also go expand. And they're like, I don't know how to do it. And then I get, when it comes to the communication, they are a little bit off, can we say like that? The two of you may struggle a little bit with the way in which you communicate. I also see your partner here at the current moment, Aries. They may actually also be going through something where it is that they are trying to figure out what it is that they want to do, taking chances. They are taking chances in their own life, but it's affecting you in a way where you may be taking on a bit too much, right? Then we have the Queen of Cups and we have crossed by the Knight of Wands. So there's absolute devotion in between the two of you. A loving, kind energy, but also becomes a little bit unequal, I want to say, solely because there are disagreements in how you work together and how you expand, and how you are individuals in together. You know, it's like you have your path, they have their path, especially, you know, you have your own life outside of the connection. And there's got to be room for that in a relationship, in ways where you, where how can I say it? where you don't feel as though your path here, or your hobbies, your fun times, your enormous happiness, can we call it like that, is being drained because you have to take too much of the responsibilities, like, I don't know, picking up the kids, cooking, whatever. and your person here sometimes get into this a little bit of a helpless state. But you know, that's just what I get here from this, for this one, right? Take what you want. So now we have Taurus. Basically, probably the energy here, Aries, could be about, you know, talk about division of work in the partnership. So now we have Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Where are you at, Taurus? Oh, this card. Alright. Alright, Taurus, I get here a little bit of a connection that could be slightly broken. Now, this doesn't have to be in romantic love, it can be in whatever, Taurus. When I look at you, you have the Three of Cups, which is just, this card is just something. You know, it's like, hey, come out here, we are having a party, we have offers for you, we also have wands for you. Well, you know, it's just such a great card here. But I see you being, I see you celebrating. I absolutely see you celebrating, jumping up here. You have basically won a lot of battles. I see that. Yeah, because I see your partner here, they're heartbroken. I mean, if the two of you have been in an argument, Taurus was the winner. And now they are faced with their, I want to say karma, but no, they are faced with walking the walk of shame. What the hell have the two of you done? Alright, remember, this doesn't have to be in romantic love. I see a strong battle here between two, and you came out the winner. But, you know, when we are looking at it, I mean, you won. So it's whatever task you took on here, you won. But I also get a little bit, it's almost like, it's also a little bit of an empty victory, you know what I mean? Did it do you any good? Because I see, yes, you may have been a winner here, but you're also taking a few hits along the way. So what we have between the two of you is a rejection. It's a no. It's a no, thank you. I do not have the time. I do not have the interest in participating in this situation here. And what's crossing it is having a new beginning. I get it. So I'm actually getting like a big breakup here, or just two people separating, be it in friendship, in work, or in love. And basically moving on to better things alone. In different ways. What happened in the past here between the two of you? Someone snuck away. Someone's tried to steal something here. Could have been a little bit of a gossiping going on. Could have been somewhat of a childish attitude. But you know, Taurus, if someone here tried to sneak away with your diamond, with your heart, or try to do you dirty, I really get as though you've been the winner. You came out on top. What have you done? What did you do here? You listened to your heart. And you fucking stood up to yourself and you spoke up. You said no. You put an end to it. So this is badass, Taurus. Alright, let me see what's here with the Three of Swords. Yeah, it's a bit heavy for this person to bear. At the current moment, they were probably expecting to reach some kind of a homecoming, to reach some kind of a milestone, and they didn't, because you spoke up, because they tried to do it in dirty ways. So that's what we have here. And you being, right now I see you being more interested in hanging out with good friends and family. So, Taurus, that's it. What do we have for the Gemini? Messages, Gemini and the person that they're dealing with. Messages and the person that they're dealing with. One more. Gemini and the person that they're dealing with. Where do we have you, Gemini? Looking good, taking care of yourself. Impatient a little bit, but you know what? Let's look into it, your person you're dealing with. Okay. Right, I guess though there's been a situation where in the past there used to be a lot of blind devotion, I want to say. But, also show me what are you about. I get as though emotions here being blocked. What are the energies between you in the past? Right. I guess though there were challenges between you and someone, Gemini, and I'm not so. Maybe you managed to succeed. Maybe you didn't. Honestly, when I look at you, you show up as single. So I'm guessing that your person here may have been the person standing there at the bottom there, and you're the one up here on the rock. You're a big challenge, right? That's basically what I'm getting, and I get as though, yeah, that's you on top here. You succeeded, you fought up, you stood up for yourself, and you may have pushed someone away here. Especially if someone was trying to play with your emotions, you said no, because I see someone here having disconnected from a situation where there could have been a little bit of a disappointment here, but you know, you decide for yourself the nature of that connection. But when I look at you now, you are basically looking strong, independent, you're taking care of yourself, you're looking towards the future, you're focused on your work. You may be a little bit critical regarding who you let in, but that is it. That's just how it is. This is the pre-empress, call it that. But this is what it's about. This is about you focusing on work. It's Virgo, Venus and Virgo, being a little critical, but what's crossing you here, yeah. It's not easy here to reach your heart, and that's what I'm getting here with the past, is that to get to your heart is going to be a challenge. You may be far more interested in your career, in other areas of life, and you could be a little bit impatient here, right? If communication comes your way, I see you being a little bit closed off to it. When I look at your person here, I see them trying to move into calmer waters, but there are thoughts that they need to face that keep coming with them. Especially if there have been situations here between the two of you where the communication was off. I get when it comes to your person, what may be a challenge to them is that they could feel as though they didn't have proper closure. That is their experience of it, right? I think this is their experience. It may not be your experience. And it could be because emotions were probably not uttered completely. Even because as I said, there was devotion there, but I'm seeing that maybe it was just a bad match, but it's not really being addressed here. The connection between the two of you, there is a new journey in between the two of you. And I guess as though it shows up here, I guess as well. It seems as though, but it's over here, right? I really get as though it's over. You're ready to go on new journeys. You're ready to expand. You're ready to see what else is out there. And maybe your partner here disagrees a little bit, would like to try and work things out in different ways. But I'm really getting as though you're saying no. So if anyone is coming towards you, well, you have disconnected. You're disconnected. Alright, that's what we have for Gemini. What do we have for Leo? Messages for Leo and the person they're dealing with. They really just look into the basics of it, don't they? What do we have for Leo and the person they're dealing with? What do we have for Leo and the person they're dealing with? Oh, Cancer. Sorry, we're on to Cancer. What do we have for Cancer and the person they're dealing with? What do we have for Cancer and the person they're dealing with? What do we have for Cancer and the person they're dealing with? What do we have for Cancer and the person they're dealing with? Cancer and the person they're dealing... Shit. Oh, no, 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 don't do this. Alright, Cancer and the person they're dealing with. Show me you, Cancer. Show me Cancer. There we have the Lovers. Crossed by the King of Cups. Alright, when I look to the party in this situation, right, I see there being, can we call this shitty communication? I would call this shitty communication, almost like a little bit of being humiliated, or an experience of that. Feeling as though no matter what it is you try to say, whatever you try to do, at least the way that you try to communicate, it was not really appreciated for either one of you. When I look at you, we have the Lover, so there's a significant choice for you to make here, and when you crossed by the King of Cups. So as the energies show up here right now, there may be emotions going on within you that you are probably not speaking about. There's something going on there. Your person here, we're gonna look a little bit into it, because your person has the Sun, so things are becoming light to them. They may also just be in a state where they're just really enjoying themselves. They come with the King of Swords. Cancer, the King of Swords, the King of Cups here crossing the situation between the two of you, that's not good. Not when it also shows up with the Two of Swords as the connection here and crossed by the Ten of Cups. This to me is a little bit of a power play. And it's a power play that I'm picking, alright, let me allow me to dive into it. What kind of power play? Right. Well, let me feel it. You are far more in your emotions, right? Cancer. All right. Try. See. I'm trying to find a nice way to say this. Your person is a bit more stone cold. When it comes to communicating, your person here may be deciding to use logic as a way to deal with their emotions. That can make them stone cold. And that's a challenge. Show me that Sun. They may be feeling a little bit on the outside. They could be far more focused on the material world. But they are... they're figuring out ways to build themselves up. Especially materially, in the material world. Sometimes they could be far more focused here on comparing themselves to others. For Cancers, you know, it doesn't have to be like that. For others of you, where it's not like where you're dealing with a nasty situation, you could be dealing with a situation where your person here they're just looking for their happiness. Like, yeah, they may sometimes compare themselves with others, and they feel outside, and they're looking for ways in which they can find, or in which they can feel as though they are part of, how can I say this? Where they feel aligned, where they feel as though they are, that's right for them. The communication between you sucked, and especially it sucked in the past here. There were probably very harsh words being spoken, and I look at you, you are faced with a choice right now. As I said, I get as though you are controlling your emotions. That's something you're really, really good at, right? But sometimes you may allow your emotions to take over in the ways that you are making decisions here, meaning that there could be a situation in which the way you look at a situation with your partner, you could allow past hurt or past experience, be they related to this person or not, take over, right? So that that can sometimes cloud the way that we are making judgments calls, right? Your person wants to expand. They absolutely do. They are some reason or another, they are tired of staying stuck in the past. They have blocked energies. They absolutely do. They are blocked in the way they are impatient. They are struggling a little bit with their temper sometimes. And they can go a little bit cold. They can be harsh with their words. Both of you can sometimes struggle with letting emotions and balancing your thoughts with your emotions, right? And that can lead to this poor communication where none of you are actually seeing clearly which direction to take here. And what's crossing that means that there's not enough of balance and not enough of harmony in this connection at the current moment, at this right now, right? So you can place it in and say, yes, your person is awful, especially if this is an ex. And for others of you, it doesn't have to be like it's a broken connection. It can be that the two of you struggle with the way that you communicate. Your person here are trying to find ways in which they can be happy, because sometimes they get into this mode where they are feeling, I want to say sad. They are sad because they feel like an outsider. They just don't feel they don't feel that they are at the right place, or they don't like the surroundings that they find themselves in. And then they can become harsh. And sometimes, if in the worst cases for some of you, this is a person that then ghosts. And the way that they are behaving is getting into your emotions, and you feeling it strongly. Because it is a strong soul connection here for you. And then the way that they are acting, maybe whatever's going on within them, they're projecting it onto you. And then you get into your emotions. So it may be advised here that you balance out your own emotions here. You see clearly, especially when it comes to this person, to see how their words may be hurting you. And then also remember to check for reality, I want to say. Meaning that whatever this person is going through, does it really have anything to do with you, or how do you affect the situation? Is there any realistic, how can I say, is there any concrete evidence to claims if they throw them at you? Just for some of you, but the communication is off, and yeah, it might be advised to take off that blindfold in both of your cases. I'm gonna turn on the light, hold on. Alright, Cancer, the thing is, I get as though there are multiple situations going on out there, right? Hold on, I'm just gonna take another one here for Cancer. How are you experiencing yourself in this connection? As though you're being thrown out of your comfort zone, basically, and you have not that much power of the situation sometimes. More meaning that, I guess, so is you feel as though those, see that lightning over there, those are the words of your partner throwing you out of it. How do they see themselves? Experience themselves? They are disconnecting emotionally. Yes, are they sad? Yes, I get that they are sad, but it's just a sad situation, okay? I'm not really picking up on your person here working with the healing here with you. Meaning that you may sometimes find yourself confused because it's difficult to feel as though you're being heard or being listened to. Do you know what I mean? But that's just for some of you. Take what resonates with you. What do we have for Leo? In that case, I will say your person may sometimes be a little bit cold towards you, but they are more cold, where you are more. They're more in their thoughts, and you're more in your emotions. So what do we have for? What do we have for Leo? Messages, guidance, clarity. Just message. What do we have for Leo in the person? Just give me a message for Leo and whatever you see. Message Leo. They don't go as deep, these cards, but alright. Maybe that makes it simpler. Who knows? But that's also why I got them. Leo. Messages for Leo. Where are you, Leo? Where are you at? You and your King of Wands energy. Person you're dealing with. Well, they're a little bit silly, aren't they? Right, so the communication here is not particularly well either. Leo, you place yourself in on either side. In the past, what do we have in the past? I get as though there's been a... Well, Leo, you place yourself. This is going to be a little bit of a harsh one. In the recent past, there's been a rejection. Okay? It's just been a... Just 4 cups. I mean, what do I get from this other than there being a rejection? Was it because someone felt as though they could do better? Was it because they weren't interested? I'm getting... Alright, I'm trying to... The reason why I'm a little bit hesitant here is because I'm getting a harsh message, Leo. It's a harsh message. Right, when I look at you, Leo, you are someone not to be messed with. You know what you want, and you know where you're going. You can possibly, as it show up here energetically, be a little bit of a bully. Or it can be experienced as such for some. But the thing is, you've been through challenges. You just know where you want to go. Okay? You also require a lot of freedom. Because what's crossing you here is a person that wants commitment, that wants to settle down here. And I am seeing here a situation where someone, which I guess is your person here, could be very, very, very devoted to you, Leo. But they are devoted to you in ways that may not be compatible. Meaning that you may not share the same level of interest. And you also require a lot of freedom. Will you settle down? Yes, but you will settle down with the right person. You might have found yourself in a connection with someone where it's just... How can I explain it? You may sometimes come off as a little bit of a bully here. To the person, right? Because it's probably not the good match. When I look at your person here, they are trying to balance things out. They are trying to get things going for them. They can come off a little bit as... they can come off as silly and once in a while. They are feeling as though they're being shut out by you. Shut out. As though you could be pushing them away. I mean, it's almost as though you're dealing with someone who's looking up online ways to get you back or ways to be in a partnership, like going onto Cosmopolitan and reading articles about ways to satisfy your man, ways to satisfy your woman, like engaging with those what I personally I consider them to be very, very shameful narratives, because I don't know. Are they a little bit desperate? Maybe they are. And they're definitely curious. It's almost as though they are trying to move on, but then again, no. They're looking for ways to get to know you better and to have victory, and they're actually hurting themselves in the process. Yeah. So the connection between the two of you, that's why we have this almost shameful communication, almost like there's a communication breakdown, and it's crossed by the Three of Swords. Who's that Queen of Pentacles? Leo, I also get as though you have your eye on someone else who's more mature, who's more, I mean, they show up to you as, yeah, they may be different from you. Could be an earth sign. But they may be different from you, right? But in your, as I feel it here, they may be far more experienced, right? You see them as more stable. And you might actually be looking at this person in ways where you are figuring out maybe you could explore something with this other person. Right, take chances. You're looking for ways where you can feel, you're willing to, yes, you want to be in a connection, you want to be in a relationship, you are open to it, but not in ways where you feel smothered. You need more, you need to show up here, right? You're far more into the grounded energy. I mean, one of the here could be a water sign, another one could be an earth sign, but you know, it doesn't have to be. And at the same time, I'm also getting that until you find the right match, you are actually willing to be single. You're choosing yourself until you meet the right match. And for some of you, yeah, you may have your eye on one. If for others of you, it may not even be there. I mean, especially because we have the Three of Swords here, right? But I'm just seeing your person here being very, very hurt. But I'm also getting that some of the hurt that's going on here is also a little bit self-induced, because they may not be willing to let go. It's almost like they are trying to find new ways to get to know you. It comes from an honest place, alright, but it's still getting poor compatibility. Alright, let's see. We have now, what's up? That's Leo. Then we have Virgo. Oh god, yeah, I may look a little bit pale here. Let's see, shift the light. I just got it. I just went down, was going grocery shopping, check my mailbox, and then, hey, what's the deck? Let's check it out. Alright, so, and then back to work afterwards. So we have, what do we have? Virgo. Yeah. No makeup, no nothing. Virgo. Messages. You, Virgo, and the person that they're dealing with. What can you give of insights? One more for Virgo and the person they're dealing with. Oh, Virgo's here. Virgo's here. What do we have for Virgo? Show me, Virgo. A heavy heart. Show me the person you're dealing with. You're a hard worker. You gotta give it to Virgo. Hard worker and dedication. Especially those of you who have children here. I see you putting in a lot of work. Or just, you know, in general, being there for your family. Right, what do we have for the person you're dealing with here? We have the Empress. Someone here pregnant? Oh my god, am I getting like a simple reading here for you? Let's see what we get. Right, the connection here. Underneath the deck we have waking up from a nightmare. Alright, what I get here is that in the recent past there's been a transition into calmer waters, but if you look at it, does it look like it's been an easy road? No, it wasn't. You were haunted by Lucifer and all his devils or minions. And then apparently they're not so scary when you see, that's also what when I look at this person here, right? They're not so scary when you face them, because this person here is transiting into calmer waters, quite aware that they are there, and they're trying to blow themselves up and make themselves big and woo, King Kong. And this person here, I just don't know if you can focus on it. Can it? Probably not. I'm gonna zoom out, but This person is just there, just cool, calm, collect. It's like, yeah, you want to give me a head massage? That's great. You just do that. You just do that. I guess. If I kept saying that, it seems as though here. I get. New deck here. Yeah, you followed your hunts into building it up very, very stable in ways that are very, very stable. So I see a transition into something calmer in the recent past. When I look at you now, we have the Ace of Cups. So this is probably a very, very new connection that I'm picking up on. I also got the Page of Cups, that you have your heart open for something completely new. But the thing is, you are carrying with you something that's rather heavy here on your back. And that crosses you because that crosses the Nine of Cups here. Maybe some of you are actually pregnant. I'm getting like a pregnancy. We have all pregnancy. So for those of you that are in a happy connection, I'm getting pregnancy communication coming in actually. But in all cases, how does that pay out for you? I see you pulling through here in the recent past. When you were going into calmer waters, and you actually managed to open up your heart. Whatever it is, the challenge that you've been through, they are still here energetically, and you may just be very, very tired. So even if you were to get a wish fulfillment, you might not be seeing it completely here because there's still a heaviness in the situation, right? But on your person's side, we had the Emperor, so that's a very beautiful, wonderful person. I hope not some of you manage to find yourself with a person having fallen in love with someone that's married. I'm actually getting as though I'm picking up on a new connection here between you and someone, and your person may actually be in a connection, Virgo. The Empress. And what's crossing the situation here is that, yes, for your person's side, is that they are not really interested in engaging themselves into any kind of third-party situation. Not as it seems here. The connection here is very, very happy. I picked up on this previously, a long time ago, that there was a Virgo coming into a new connection with someone. But it's almost as though the timing is off. Because there's a lot of happiness here. But it shows up as new for you, right? But your person here may still be in a connection. Or they have... I mean, what's up with this Empress? Yeah. They may actually be becoming single very soon. But they are just... There's just something here in between the two of you. And I get as though it could be... With the Empress here, could be a mother figure. It could be... Yeah, that they're married. There's just another energy in between the two of you, and it's very stable and it looks good on the surface. They are working on that, Virgo. It's up for them to kind of to deal with that on their own. Between the two of you, I'm getting as though there's a lot of happiness. I mean, it could really, it's almost like a good wish fulfillment here, but it's also a little bit of a temporary energy here. What's crossing you again is though the communication here is not really... I mean, you may just be getting to know each other, and it comes following walking up from another nightmare in your life, basically. And to be honest, maybe this is just one of those mature connections that needs time to develop a little bit, especially if this is new. And for others of you, it's because you're pregnant. See, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this person here? Yes, this is new. You are crushing like none other. You're crushing, Virgo. How are they feeling about you? They are not really reciprocating at the moment here. If they're married, of course not. You played yourself on either role, right? Some of you Virgos might have gone through something where that was a bit difficult here. It required a lot of strength. And it might be that you are finding yourself in a situation where the weight of what you went through is still here, and you're probably looking outwards for ways to smile again, you know. And it's not uncommon for it to happen. It's okay to also develop like a small crush here, but I get here as though someone over here is probably in a higher level of commitment. So they're not really reciprocating. I mean, this Empress here is committed. All right, so how are you feeling up? All right, what's gonna happen here from your side? What's gonna happen here? I'm seeing there being a connection between you and someone that's far more mental. Right? I mean, there's far more communication, right? I hope. I mean, this could turn into like a good friendship. But the person here that you're dealing with at the current moment in time, I mean, they could. I mean, oh, hold on, show me more about that. No. If they are happily married, they're gonna stay like that, Virgo. Alright, that's just how it is. At the time being here. Are they happily married? For those where if they feel as though they are actually stuck in a connection they would like to get out of, and they have expressed that to you, especially if they are forms of what we can call forms of emotional neglect, can we call it like that, going on in that connection, they could be staying in that connection a little bit while longer because it looks good on the surface here, or because there are money included, there could be children included. If they are leaving that connection, and which is a chance, it will take time for it to happen. It absolutely will. So if you have developed a crush with someone and you feel as though this is just meant to be, and your person is pushing you away, and they have expressed to you that they are dissatisfied, if they have expressed to you that they are dissatisfied, they may still not leave their partner. If they have not expressed to you that they are dissatisfied, then they are staying in that relationship, okay? Very good, that was what I got for you. So let's see what pops up next time. What do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra? You know what, Virgo, you're getting another one. Show me, Virgo. Show me, Virgo. Right, Virgo, you place yourself. I am still getting a similar energy here, in which I'm seeing an ending between two people in the recent past. Someone here has been stuck in their head, alright? And the connection here is being pushed away, and there are two people here that are very, very mental, the way that they are. The communication is just off. It's getting colder and colder and colder. It could have been someone you've known for a very long time, or someone here has something about this. Yeah. Yep. I'm seeing someone here staying in a commitment because of practical reasons. And there may also be love, but if you are expecting someone to leave their partner for you, it's not really going to happen here. Or vice versa, whatever. But I am in all cases seeing a situation in which someone has stuck between the two of you. There's an energy here of being in your head, and it requiring a bunch of fuckload of strength to take back your power. When I look at you, it's about seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and getting out of your head here. What's crossing you could be that you are feeling a little bit on the outside. And when we are a little bit on the outside, especially if we're coming out of a long term or something like that, it's very common to look for substitutes. Can we call it like that? Just be mindful here. But you know what? You can do whatever you want. 10. There is tension within you. I absolutely get that. You are going through a change where the change also has to do with you learning. It's not just you speaking up, speaking your opinion and standing for yourself, but also probably also dealing with forms of material loss, or just feeling like you are on the outside. Your person here is the one that has what I would call the decision power and deciding to walk away. So I get as though you have been left here. The connection between two of you is being pushed away. And what's crossing it is actually that feeling of happiness, which was showed up before, that there could be a lot of happiness, but it's not really there because I'm getting that someone here is deciding to push it away. Someone here does not want a new beginning, does not want to start something new. And I get, where are you in this? You are working on yourself, and your person here is the devil. I mean, they could be in a commitment, right? Again, if you're finding yourself engaging with someone who is married, they're not showing up as wanting to leave. You show up here as single. Alright, so that was a similar message. Now we know that. So, what do we have for Libra? Messages for Libra. Check out for you and the person that you're dealing with. For Libra. For you and the person that you're dealing with. For Libra. What you're dealing with for Libra. Show me Libra. Libra, you have 8 of Cups. You are disconnecting from something here. And then you're crossed by the 8 of Swords, which is having a clear... Alright, let's see. What do we have for the person here? Dealing with... They show up. Okay. Connection between two of you. Right. So there's a heartbreak here between the two of you, and also a need to stay very, very, very strong. Yes, could it be that there could have been another person coming in between the two of you? Might be. But I am absolutely seeing there being a rejection in the past. Could have been an Aquarius, it doesn't have to be. But Libra, or just someone here believing that. Right, we're going to look into it. I'm just seeing a rejection, let's say it like that. Rejection, a lot of passion, and then saying no to emotions, but engaging with passion. Probably also no strings attached. There's not really enough emotional. There's not enough emotions here in the past to really keep this going and flowing, right? And still there is victory in this situation, and how there will be victory. Well, in your case, it may show up as you deciding to walk away from the situation, that it's just not working for you. Show me that 8 of Cups for you. Yeah, you are deciding to leave this a wasteland, leaving it. Even though you invested a lot of yourself into it. I'm gonna look at your person here. You may look at them and decide and say that, you know, they suck in the way that they are managing money. They come up as very argumentative. It's almost as though they are not. Can I say that you may not consider them to be good enough? How do you see them? You see them as very, very, very attractive. You see them as very loving, very kind, but the way that they communicate may not just be for you. How do they see you? They see you as someone that they can settle down with. And the reason why they may see you as someone they can settle down with is because you may come off as having far more material assets, Libra. They are in the Page of Pentacles. They see you as the King of Pentacles. So, I mean, this could... It's almost like a child looking at their father. Do you know what I mean? Someone looking for their father. But, you know, in all cases, it's more from a perspective of they see you as very solid, someone they can have something long term with, because you will be very protective of them, and you see them as someone you can have fun with. You also do see them as somewhere where there's a lot of I mean, you see them as someone who has a lot of strong feminine energy within them, but you're still not really interested in engaging with it. You may have had a connection in the past here, Libra, where that's still in your energies, where you just turn a little bit cold, maybe. Your person here, they are confused about what the hell is going on. Right? Libra, you show up a little bit to me. You place yourself as cold. You may have turned cold from a previous connection. And your partner here, they may come into your life. But I see them, yes, as a little bit immature, in the sense that how they see you is someone that can protect them and provide for them, and that's where you are immediately disconnecting. It's a big turn off for you. So show me emotion. How are you feeling for this person? Yeah. At the same time, yeah. For some of you, this person may be pregnant with your child or something like that, but you do see them as someone you could have something balanced with, right? But you are really, really, really turned off by how they appear to manage their material world. And it could be it could be coming a little bit from an ego, or from a perspective of wanting to be the victor here, right? Maybe you have very, very high standards, Libra. How are they feeling about you? They feel completely left outside. I'm seeing you're dealing with a person here, Libra, that is hit on their root chakra, can we say like that? Because they are in this sugar daddy a little bit. It might not come from them being superficial, right? You tell me. But they do, to me, energetically here, show up as someone who's looking for someone to provide safety for them outside themselves. And that is where you go, no way, Jose, ain't gonna happen. Even though you may find them sexy, even though you could see balance with them, you're saying, you know, nope. Because you may be associating this with something you already been through, right? And you turn stone cold in those situations. You walk away, you disconnect immediately. And honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and judge. But your person feel confused. They may be in need here of looking inside themselves and figuring out what drives them. Why are they in this lack mentality? How do they feel about it? They come off with all the pentacle energy. They see you as someone that can provide stability for them. And this connection is just not really working out right now. There's not a lot of victory. Fun times, probably, yes. But Libra, you show up to me as having decided to disconnect emotionally, because it's almost like you are seeing it as a heavy burden, and in ways where you're like, I ain't gonna be nobody's sugar daddy or sugar mama or whatever. You know, it's like, I am not. My purpose in life is not to bring you safety or security unless you are my child, because they show up as, if this is a child, then it makes sense, right? But if they're looking, because they look to you as a father figure, like, you know, what I call the daddy issue. And yes, you can still be a man with daddies. It's just that, hey, I don't feel safe within myself. I don't feel as though I'm capable of paying my bills on my own. But you are able to provide for me. And you're like, nope. Nope, 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 nope. You may be sex and all that. We could have had something together. But you demand equality. So what do we have for Scorpio? I'll look into you and your person, Scorpio. So how are these cards working out with the messages I get there? They're straightforward, but they're also a little bit harsh. What do we have for... It's very friendly towards men, I will say. This is really... Get a good insight into men. Right. So, what do we have for Scorpio and that person they're dealing with here? So, show me, Scorpio. Where are you at, Scorpio? Judgment, crossed by the King of Cups. So, what do we have? Where do we have your person at here? Temperance, crossed by the Two of Pentacles. Energies between the two of you. We have Three of Cups, and we have not so past energy. In the past, there have been a victory in which you probably got a new beginning, or one of you did. Yep, I get as though you really have been a winner here. You have decided to... I want to say almost... Yeah, alright, allow me to dive into this. You get you as being a winner in the sense that you have decided to release the burdens, but be getting there, right? It's not been an easy journey. I am getting as though you have been wounded, you have been tired, you have possibly taken on a bit too much, thrown yourself into situations, thinking there was going to be victory, bam, you got tired. But you know what, for some of you, what we could also be dealing with is that you made a decision here to set up boundaries or continue to fight. You decide for yourself, but following having made a decision, a very significant decision, which is where you are also at here with the Judgment. When we first make the decision, energies, we kind of feel like a burden is being taken off our shoulders. But what happened is that we have like 1 day or 2 days of bliss, and then comes the heaviness of the release. That's what I'm getting here. But there's been victory here. You start to build up something new, most likely in your career. You finding that crown there to reclaim your throne of power. And in this case, it's a throne of power that will require you to have strong emotional balance here, because with the Judgment, and in case with this here, right, you are possibly also experiencing, can I say, memories. The moment you decide to, for instance, stop waiting around for something to happen and start taking action yourself, all of what you have been holding on to releases, and it will require a lot of emotional regulation, a lot of insights into yourself to deal with it, right? To be honest. So if you feel a little bit heavy in this connection, it could be that. When I look at your person, they have Temperance and Two of Pentacles. They are actually in a state of bliss for some reason or another. Your person show up here as having been a little bit further ahead, right? You place yourself, Scorpio. I mean, it could be a Sagittarius here, but they are very, they're actually very grounded. What they struggle with a little bit is sometimes how they make decisions. There are new beginnings. I mean, the two of you could be a connection here that's actually coming together, where you are coming out of something here and you coming together with this person, because there's a lot of newness here. And I see you releasing something. So your person here that you may actually be attracting in, which could be new, shows up as very, 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 very stable. Queen of Pentacles, very, very, very stable. They are figuring out their own path. They are actually questioning, I want to say, their path. What's crossing them is making the decision, because it's almost as though they are they have like this drive, they have like a fire, they have like something here inside of them is, what can you say, it's almost like they have this torch, spark inside of them, a passionate, a drive, a desire, pull, can we call it a pull, that they are being guided or being pushed or pulled towards a new path. They could be an earth sign. They could be an earth sign because it shows up to me as earthy here in the stubbornness that they show up with. Because it's as though they are, they feel it, but then making the decision to go there is almost like they want to do a bit more research. Like they want to study the world and they want to figure out exactly how to get there. It's almost like it's a Virgo, but they have this energy about them, about this connection here, like second marriage energy. What do I mean by second marriage? If you were coming out of something here that was not a good one, let's say like that, it was karmic in nature, and you decide to release that, and it was especially karmic if there were forms of emotional neglect and manipulation to a certain degree, and you were working on that. Your person here is, I guess, though they're a little step ahead of you. They are finding the path. What was I saying? Yeah. You're being pushed together, pulled together. What we have connection between the two of you is probably you dating, right? Friends. What are you in reference to? The lovers. Strong connection. Probably here. Right now, I'm really getting as though it's not coming together right now. I don't even know if the two of you know each other, to be honest. There's something else here in between the two of you, and for you, it shows up to me because with this wakening up from a nightmare, that was what I was laughing about. You are probably wakening up from a nightmare here, Scorpio, and that is what is. Or both of you could be, right? You may not be. You may be working on yourself separately, because you're wakening up for forms of nightmare. I was talking about the second marriage energy. Yes, that's when you come out of something that was karmic in nature and you learn your lessons. Then you come together as adults, right? Oh, adults, yeah. You come into more mature relationships. But before that can happen, you gotta clean out, so to say, figure out where you are, what you want to do. You show up in the decision-making process here. Your person show up a bit more in a blissful state, but they are probably figuring out where they want to go in their, I don't know, their work or something like that. And you are about releasing the burdens here. So the two of you will probably come together when it is that whatever the two of you have here in your energies that are annoying. I mean, look at them, they're like, hey, come join us. Come join us. Come join us. I love this one. And then you end up with this, like, oh, for fuck's sake, did I do that again? Alright, when you clean out of that, I guess, though, you are coming together. There is continuously a third energy between you. And that is probably, it's both work that's in between the two, the work that needs to be done individually, other people, and what was the other? Yeah, pain. So that was it. What do we have for Sagittarius? Show me Sagittarius and that person. Oh god, I'm getting tired now. That's not good. What do we have for Sagittarius? What do we have for Sagittarius? And the person they're dealing with. Something is being put on hold. You're looking at things from a different perspective. Putting a lot of your inner strength as well. Or you could be dealing with a Pisces. Or Leo. Anywho, Sagittarius, what do we have for you? Please, no sneakery, right? No sneakery. Saggy. Alright, show me Saggy. Where's Saggy at? You are disconnecting emotionally, finding a peaceful place for you to heal without being scared. Can be a little bit of a challenge. Your person here, what the hell are they doing? Oh, that is sneakery. Okay. Oh, Saggy, Saggy, Saggy. Show me the connection here. In the past, in the past. Am I getting new energy here for you as well? Alright, let's see. What do we have in the past between two of you? The devil. Alright, you also get a brand new beginning here coming up for you. And the two of you will probably come together when someone is going through the Black Widow energy. They're like, I am still not over what have happened here. But yeah, new beginning, absolutely. Absolutely. How am I gonna go into this, guys? Show me. I don't know if the two of you know each other or not. It's just a little bit, we were going to look into it. But when I look in the recent past, I am seeing the devil. What kind of depiction of the devil is this? What the hell is this? I strongly disagree. But what I am seeing here is that, what I am seeing is the devil. It's feeling as though you're trapped and you can't get out. And in this case, you literally can't get out unless, I don't know. Can always get out. There was a desire here to have victory in there being equal give and take, but it was as though every time you reached the stage where things were even and then it was taking back here. It's almost like it was a little bit of a play here, I want to say, of throwing things up into the air. Please don't let it be a test. I hope it wasn't a test. So if this is something that's been going on for a very long time, is that why I'm getting this new energy? And it's actually a bit, it's telling me that maybe it's not new. And that's why I'm a little bit doubtful here, because it's not good to have a lot of aces when you are, if this is like a situationship, because that means that you never really move on. You never really get going. Where you are coming from, however, is that I am seeing that you have worked on yourself and letting things go. And I also see you disconnecting from something here that was actually emotionally dissatisfying for you. What's crossing you, however, is I get fear. If you have just come out of something and you're moving into something new, what's crossing you is possibly, in this case, I want to say fear. You may not want to open up, you may not want to share about yourself, because there's something here that you have with you, which I guess though it still has a hold on you. Could be a particular person. One of those bastards, but you know, it doesn't really have to, who are you? Well, they are someone who gives nightmares. That's someone that can get into people's head and give them nightmares, and subconsciously. Right, but yeah, I am seeing here a past energy where there could have been gossiping going on, actually very negative and not so pleasant atmosphere between you and a person, or just an environment. I'm not really liking it. It is actually a little bit bullying. When I look here to your person here, I'm seeing it. That's why I'm asking, what the hell are they doing? They're looking into the future, figuring out what it is that they want to do, where they want to go. They have a lot of light here. They are... Saggy, it actually comes up a little bit here, so you were dealing with someone that's being deceived. Does that make sense to you? Someone here who found themselves in the hands of a thief. It's almost like they are being, do you call it deluded? They're being drawn into something shitty. Because look what they were in the past. Do you see that devil there? That's the devil. whispering them whispering in their ear about where they can go, where they can get better, where they can. It's a bit almost like where they can find better. And that's a bit of a challenge here. If you were married to them, so is it possible that nasty energy that I got here has to do... It's almost like someone here is coming in between, but it shows up as your person here. In that case, it will be their problem, but they're being... It's up for them to see that they're being deceived by someone, they're being stolen from. Yep. Someone here wants... This is the new... Everything is new. That's the newness. Sorry, Saggy, this was a little bit of a confusing energy. Don't worry, karma is gonna come here in this situation here. And you know when karma is gonna come? When they start getting to know someone. Oh, that's not your problem though. Well, you know, can be hurtful, but this is stupid. You see this Ace of Wands, which is what we have, because I get what they're being lured on is it's almost as though someone here wants to be in a stable commitment, like a marriage committed connection with someone. And they're luring using passion, and that's where they are looking into the world. They really feel as though they have the world in their hand. They don't see this. Right? When I look at the connection here between the two of you, we have an Ace of Swords. What are you about? That's a clear understanding, a new understanding that there's probably a friend coming in between the two of you. And they're manipulating emotionally. And there we have this strength. That's going to be... Someone here may not have the inner strength to say no. Alright, how do they see you? How do you see them? You saw... I really get as though, especially if you were married to them, you saw them as someone that you see them as someone that you are expanding with. Or you see them as expanding. You see them as having made the decision to expand and probably settle down. You could have expanded with them, but as I said, you are disconnecting from it. They're still here. It's still here in your energies as this. It's almost like, it's almost like a fear that's rooted in you. Or just a disappointment here. But you see them as the Emperor and the Three of Wands as, the man, woman here you see them as someone has taken charge of a situation and decided to move forward into something new. They see you... What's up with that justice there? That's the thing, they see you as someone that's doing the right thing and you are working. I get as though they understand what the hell is going on in this situation. They understand the impact of their actions. And they see you as someone capable of taking care of yourself in times of need. What an idiot. Alright, how are you feeling about them? You have a strong pull towards them. It's not... It's difficult, right? You feel as though they are a soulmate. You connect at a very deep level. How are they feeling about you? They are constantly in lack. And then they still have a little bit of a crush on you. But they are constantly in lack. Alright, what the hell is going on with that third energy I get? They could stay in a situation because there's children involved. Alright, yeah, that's it, Saggy. You're also getting a new one. What the hell is up with these readings today? That is it. That was not exactly a positive one, wasn't it? Alright, cool. You're definitely trying to disconnect. Let's try with the other one. See what else we get there. What do we have for Sagittarius? And a person they're dealing with. For those who did not resonate with that one, just show me the Sagittarius energy here. One more for Sagittarius. Alright, where are you at, Sagittarius? Yes, you have an Ace of Cups. Crossed by the Eight of Cups, for fuck's sake. And we have here the other person you're dealing with. Have the Death card crossed by the Two of Wands. I mean, come on, are you kidding me? That's the exact same one we got before. It's just the other way around. Connection here. Five of Pentacles crossed by what? The Eight of Pentacles, forget it. In the past. It's the same story. So in this past here, I get as though there was emotionally unavailability. Someone has been far more focused. Yes, they're far more focused on how things look. They're also boring, and it's almost as though they bore themselves. You know, they bore themselves. But if they are too focused on how things look on the surface, they become emotionally unavailable, and that's a little bit of sadness. Because when I look at you here, we have that Ace of Cups. What is that about here for you? You're sad. Right, but at the same time, I guess though you have something completely new here in your life, but you still feel stuck to this situation. This partnership, is it possible that you have something new going on and this is still lingering in your energy? So whenever you are faced with something new, building it up, this, whatever I just went through before, still ties you down. It's still here. It's almost as though you're still holding on to this. With your person here, they are changing. Something here is done with them. Oh, is it because they're trying to come back? Why would the hell would they do that? Show me the Death. No, they're pushing you away. They're fighting for their happiness. They are deciding to go with a stone cold bitch rather than staying with some, or bitch man, whatever. Rather than continuing in a situation here where there's actually kind of love. It could, as I said, have to do with a pregnancy. You know what? That's it. Show me that Five of Pentacles. What is up with this collective? Third fucking party energy. That's it. I'm done. Maybe they're disconnecting. Please, please, please do not let this be one of those rebound where you were used as a rebound strategy. Please. But you know what? That's it. We're moving on to Capricorn. It's because I've been getting like a common narrative that repeats itself. Where those who have been in connections that were... I am separated. I'm not divorced, but I'm separated. And I don't know how to be alone, so I will engage in a connection well knowing that I'm not planning on staying. Alright. The more since I started doing the YouTube tarot, I have needed to do a lot of I have had conversations with a lot of people. And I also needed to seek it out because I need to understand sometimes about energies where I'm like, what the hell is going on? Things that I thought was only possible in movies, they're actually real. Don't get it. Alright, we have Capricorn. What do we have, Cabby? Show me Cabby and the person that they're dealing with. Show me Cabby and the person that they're dealing with. Show me Cabby and the person that they're dealing with. Show me Capricorn and the person that they are dealing with. Show me Capricorn. What do we have for the Capricorn? Cabby, you are in the strength energy. You are crossed by the Three of Swords, not you two. So what are your person at? They have the Two of Pentacles, which popped up before. They have a choice to make. And what are they crossed by? They are crossed by the Six of Cups. The connection between the two of you have the High Priestess. Beautiful. She is beautiful. That's a quite beautiful depiction there. I kind of like that. Well, what are you crossed by? The Nine of Pentacles. So we have a single energy. What's in the past between the two of you? King of Pentacles. What are you about? Right, so what happened in the past between the two of you? Third party energy. Hold on. I'm seeing a bit of a judgmental energy going on here. I'm seeing someone being valued, devalued, valued based upon what they can bring, and I see someone here being in a mindset where the heart could actually have been closed. They could have been far more focused on, can I call it, superficial matters, meaning that where can I collect the money, the material wealth in ways that I can have victory here, and that got someone pushed out of heaven because, you know what, fuck no. And I guess though that was a strong masculine that did that, a strong masculine energy, and that you can be a woman and still be in this. It's just an energy of feeling, you know what, I ain't participating in bullshit. That one, no. Do not tempt me. Sorry, this card, it's gonna be with me like this forever because I cannot. I mean, seriously, it stands out. Anywho, so that's what in the past. When I see you were having a lot of, you needing basically to pull upon a strength, to have confidence and high self, hold yourself in high regard and have confidence and high self-esteem. You see that hand there, the hand of the divine, basically the hand of intervention, pushing someone into a black hole, but in ways where it's also about, in one way it's pushing away, right? In one way this hand is pushing away someone into a black hole, but at the same time it's also a hand that's reaching down to pull someone out of a black hole of dark thoughts. And I am also seeing there could be a friend, good friends, quality people here in your life that's helping you do this, right? Could be a father energy. I mean, there is someone here who is actually rather stable, but at the same time I'm also getting like a very judgmental energy where that when I just went over here feeling a little bit devalued. What we have here, that same hand, it's almost like the hand of enlightenment. I can't remember that picture. Is it the 6th chapter or something where you have like two hands? All right, let's not go there. But you know, it is the strength here in this card for me is about, first of all, what the hell is that? Right, but it is that of touching ground, basically. Pulling upon your Cappy energy of staying grounded and seeing things clearly, but also getting out of your head. I really get as though this hand here is reaching down here to help you pull you out of your head, but also in ways where it's not about pulling you into to insanity, you know, not to pull you out of reality into pull you out of reality into insanity in ways where you start feeling completely out of it, unless you're going through what I would call a crisis. But I'm not seeing the Tower, but you know what, it's very common if you are experiencing something heavy to feel completely out of it and you can't really sense yourself. But with this strength, it's almost like an urge here for you to stay grounded, because what's crossing you is this Three of Swords, which is that of feeling a little bit backstabbed here. And it could be that someone here pushed you out to make room for someone else and stay grounded in that situation. Your person here has an energy where they are faced with a choice. It could be juggling. Crossing them could be that they're juggling something from their past, right? Show me this Six of Cups for them. Something here from their past could have come towards them very, very quickly. The Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords. Holy shit. What's the Two of Swords? Two of Pentacles about? Yeah, your person that you're dealing with, they are staying in their head. They are being very, almost like cold. It's almost as though they are pushing you out and going for a new beginning somewhere else. And they're not really, it's almost as though they're not, they could actually come off very, very inconsiderate of how the situation is affecting you. And that's why I'm getting this this energy here of feeling completely devalued. Completely devalued. So this is going to be a bit of a rough one. They could actually be abandoning you in favor of a Sagittarius. Or the Queen of Wands, this one here. But you know what, it could just... what's crossing them also is that they come off as very immature. In how they... I want to say how they treat other people. How they... take accountability for their actions. It's almost like they're quickly in, quickly out, and they could be very, very cold sometimes. And when it comes to how they are making decisions, that's where they turn cold. Especially if this is in love, they are not using their heart, and that can make them like they could be prone to ghosting. It's just they can affect you and make you feel devalued and still be completely cold about it. What we have here for you, that would bring that Three of Swords here. So here we have an emotional loss. It can feel very heavy for you. And that's what I got probably here about you. If you stay strong, stay grounded. Because emotionally you may have responses where you feel as though you're being... I mean, you may sometimes need to question yourself a little bit about what the hell is going on, where are these emotions coming from, when they're probably coming from the thought or the memory here of how you could have felt devalued and backstabbed. What we have, the connection between the two of you is the High Priest crossed by the Nine of Pentacles. The High Priest here, Priestess, has to do... It's a very spiritual energy. First and foremost, it's not being communication, they're being secrets, but also what is being pulled up from the unknown, especially within yourself here, right? I'm getting karma being served later on for this one. Getting a little bit of a knot vibe. I'm just saying it, but you don't throw that label out on anyone. I'm getting a vibe of it. And the reason I'm saying that is because it's so cold. It's so detached. It's so... It has so little regard. It's like this person here, that when they are picking, the one that I am picking up on, they have so little regard of how their action are affecting you. It's like, to me, they're pissing me off. But let's see here, this High Priestess. Yeah, that's Six of Swords. The connection here, that's what she brings up. The High Priestess, she brings up all of bad thoughts, which most likely are for you. You're probably going through this shit, Carrie. All of the bad thoughts are being brought up by this connection. Why am I getting these, even though they... Yeah, alright, so, yeah. I'm just seeing negative thoughts. Trash talk. It's difficult moving into calmer waters because there is... that's what's underneath here, right? And what it has to do is that you might have been dealing with someone like a water sign, but the Knight of Cups, who come into a person's life and they sell a dream and they start working on the emotions, and then when they disappoint, it's what the hell? It's not a Knight of Wands, but you know, it depends on what you're used to. People who have been used to, for instance, the Knight of Wands, which is the fuckboy. This is the soft boy. Woman, man, doesn't matter. The Knight of Wands will come in with passion, right? Passion. They come in with passion. And it depends on who you are, right? It's just very passionate. A Knight of Cups comes in with emotions. So if you only experience Knight of Wands, which are passionate affairs, and then you're used to being disappointed by that, and then you run across this one, this is not a fun one. Then it's because it has emotional nature to it. And what's crossing it is the Nine of Pentacles. The connection here. I'm really getting someone here going through a bit of a journey inside themselves and starting from scratch because of their shitty communication that has to do with bringing things into the light. Secrets are being brought out into the light, but they're being brought up in a way where it might be beneficial for you here to pull upon your strength, and I'm seeing you doing it. How are you feeling about yourself right now in this connection? Like it's a fucking challenge. You are pushing away and you're pushing away. Be mindful, because the more you push away your emotions, the more you disconnect from your body, the more you disconnect from your feminine energy. And they are here. They are here as a sadness. It might be beneficial for you, Cabby, to embody them, to embrace them, to give yourself a hug here. But you are setting up, you're probably doing a Cabby block and delete. How are you feeling for this person? You're ready for new. You're manifesting new. You're manifesting your Emperor here. You're also manifesting karma. But please be mindful that you don't engage too much with the wanting to manifest karma for them, so that you waste your... So that they... How can I say it? If you focus too much about you wanting to manifest karma for them, they are still in your energies, right? Then they are still here in your head. It's just do your best to release them. How are they seeing you? They're seeing you as moving on, making new goals. How are they feeling about you? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, this is stupid. Why are they doing what they're doing? Fuck this bullshit. They love you. And they are devoted to you, but they don't know what to do. So they are inconsiderate of their actions, deciding to be with someone else. They see you as moving on, and they still love you. Because you're devoted. What the hell is going on in the mind of... Yeah, but that's the thing. This person don't know what for themselves, what the fuck they want. Oh my god, what did you manage to get yourself involved with? How do they see themselves in this? They see themselves as stable. And shun out. They see you as being very harsh with their with your words. Why the hell? What's the Queen of Wands then doing here? Oh, it could be a Libra. You know what? That's it. Cabby, we're done with this reading because your person is an idiot. Sorry, your person is an idiot. It's almost as though they're afraid of you. Because they are doing all of this, they're using their head over their heart. They're in love with you, but they're making head over heart decisions and staying with someone who's actually giving them arguments, arguing with them, but it's very sexy. But you're choosing because of the sex, because it's passionate. And I don't know, is it someone from their past? And they see themselves as stable, as ready to settle down, but they also see themselves as... Oh God. Forget it. It's almost as... Yeah, they're terrified of it. In some ways, they are terrified of communicating with you as well. My God, your person. And the two of you, you know what? This... Oh, why am I not? Because it's so misunderstood. The entire situation is so misunderstood. I wouldn't give into it, but you know, you can do what you want. I wouldn't give into it based upon the arrogance. The level of arrogance here and disrespect. But you know what, Cabby, you do what you want. So what do we have? We have here for Aquarius. Messages. Cabby, you're getting a new one. This is taking forever, but I'm getting these cards here, right? We are getting to know each other better. Show me, what do we have for Cabby? See if we get the same message. We probably do. Show me, Cabby. I'm sorry, Cabby. It's just the level of disrespect. Pretty sure if someone just had a fucking communication, open lines of communication, the situation could be... I don't know. I don't understand people nowadays. What do we have? Where's Cabby? Cabby, you have something going on for you, probably in your work, where you got a new opportunity. You're looking into the future, figuring out where you can get things going for you. Your person, they are in the strength. They are finding the inner strength to pull through in a situation, and they are crossed by an Ace of Cups. For fuck's sake. Three of Swords. This is so stupid. So, Cabby, your person here. What's up with that, love? I cannot believe this. Your person is pulling back from a situation where there may be love, okay? Why? I don't understand this, Cabby. I don't. I cannot give. I'm uneducated in this kind of rationality. I simply do not get it. So what for you? I see you being far more focused on figuring out what is up with that Ace of Pentacles. You may have something, kind of a new job or something going on here for you. You are in your masculine energy. You are, yeah, you're taking charge of your life. But when it comes to taking the steps there, yeah, you are doing it, right? You absolutely want to probably build a home. I don't know, get things going for you. You want to reach the next stage. You basically get that you're doing a Capricorn, right? What's crossing you, however, is that you are very, 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 very disappointed in a situation here. It's almost as though you feel as though you have to go back to the drawing board and get started again. Get things started completely differently. And your person here they're pulling back on their emotions. I mean, for fuck's sake. And the connection between the two of you have Three of Swords, alright? There's a broken connection. And what's crossing it isn't, I mean, what the hell is up with this? It's not, what's crossing is shitty communication, bad investment, bad investment probably in the fact that the two of you are not communicating. I'm annoyed by this person. They know there's tension. They got someone new. There is this Queen of Wands. I cannot believe it. I mean, there's always a third energy between the two of you, Cabby. You know what? They are probably in a new relationship. And they're staying in that. And at the same time, they're keeping their eyes out for you. I give up. What? Yeah. Too many cooks in the kitchen. And this situation is turning stone fucking cold. And both of you are deciding to go into something new. And it just sucks. I mean, I don't understand why this would, I don't understand this rationality. Your person is weird. Your person is weird. They're probably a water sign. Wouldn't surprise me if they're Pisces. Sorry, Gabby. Oh, sorry, Pisces people. So now we have Aquarius. Sometimes I just want to give up on people. I mean, come on. Right. So, what do we have for Aquarius and the person they're dealing with? Aquarius and the person they're dealing with. Aquarius and the person they're dealing with. Show me Aquarius and the person they're dealing with. Aquarius and the person they're dealing with. Aquarius and the person they're dealing with. Show me Aquarius and the person they're dealing with. One more. Aquarius and the person they're dealing with. Show me Aquarius. Five of Swords. Show me the person you're dealing with. They have Nine of Swords crossed by the Ten of Swords, and the connection between the two of you. We have Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, my god. And below we have Three of Pentacles crossed by the Queen of Pentacles. Right. Oh my god. Alright. Aquarius. You going Aquarius, you want to be the winner in terms of all kind of arguments, Aquarius. Please place yourself, Aquarius. So for some of you, this is not for you. For some of you, this is cross what you read. This deck is a brutal one. Let's just say it like that. I get brutal messages today. Aquarius, I'm gonna do another one for you because I'm gonna finish this one. You may come off as a prick. But you know what? We're gonna look into it. In the recent past here, I see something being built up, which has to do with a long-term stability here. You were in a connection where there was a strong pull, and you probably pulled back a little bit from it. Aquarius, for some of you, there are groups of Aquarians out there that like to dominate the conversation. They want to be smarter. They want to have like a mental power of a situation here, and that's actually it's actually putting someone here into their head, right? I'm not really enjoying that, but it doesn't have to be that bad. It's just, Aquarius, maybe your words or your silence, can we say it like that? Your words or your silence are affecting your person in a way where they actually, it's not fun for them. It's not fun. And for those Aquarians who have a consciousness, and I don't know what of course I don't know what went down between you in the past, but I'm just saying that your partner here is not feeling very happy. You have, I mean, you almost like shaming them. Your words you really could be going at it with here. You either just your words or your silence. When it comes to what's crossing you here is the decision that you make. How you are deciding to communicate. And the thing is, when I look to the past, the energies were actually kind of beautiful. Right? Two people working on building something up. Very, very sweet. Strong soulmate. So much soulmates here, right? And now something here has happened and you have gone completely cold. Yeah. See, this is you. You really, I don't know what the hell happened here. Are you just pissed? Are you tired? Do you want to go out? Are you looking for a scapegoat? I don't know. You tell me. What your person here in the past? Your person has also been very argumentative. I mean, I see arguments. I'm not really seeing a lot of happiness here. And this is the connection that you have between the two of you. I mean, does it look particularly healthy? Does it look fun? You're pushing each other into your head. Well, you're detaching. You're completely detaching. You've been very harsh with your words, and now you're detaching. And there would be a reason for that. Maybe they pissed you off like none other. I mean, I'm Aquarius Venus. I know this. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, Aquarius, you're the worst. There would be a reason. For some of you, yeah, there may be, especially if this is a crosswise, right? Yeah, you're right. You tell me. There could be situations where someone goes, Aquarius are the worst. And there probably are situations, but there could also be a situation in which this is something that's been brewing for quite some time. What goes further back here? What the hell is that about? Someone here wanting a new beginning? And wanting to put it on an end? Alright, so maybe, yeah, I don't know. Could be. So, how are you seeing yourself right now? You're the one, you want a new beginning. You want something passionate, you want something fun. You want to put an end. Aquarius, I actually get as though you just want to exit this. You want something new. How your person Or how are you feeling about your person? Stone cold. King of Swords, you're gone. Stone cold. They are not here. You see something else, you want more. And it's sad. It doesn't have to be a particular person. It could just be, you know, singlehood. It could be anything. What do we have here for your person? How are they? I mean, how do you see them? Let's see. How do you see them? You see them as greedy, as a bread giver, breadcrumber. And you're disconnected. You really, really want this new beginning. You're sick and tired of this. What do we have for... How do they see themselves in this? They see them left outside. The two of you are off right now, completely. How are they feeling about you? They still want to work, they see you as a solid investment. But I can understand why the two of you would probably find yourself in arguments, because you may be dealing with someone here who wants to control the money or control how... They could be a little bit controlling, right? And that might be what has pissed you off. Well, especially controlling in terms of where you go, how you do things. How are they seeing you? They see you as happiness. Absolutely. They see you as someone that brings balance. They absolutely love you. Two of you could have children together. They really, 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 really love you, but they're probably a little dominating here. And that is not a good mix here. For Aquarius. Oh, no, 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 no. Alright, what do we have coming up for the two of you? Oh, shit. Okay. This is a disconnect. I mean, oh, you just totally stone cold. This is not the best. Yeah, I'm actually seeing two people going... It's actually turning worse. Alright, I'm gonna do another one here for Aquarius. See what we get. Holy shit, what's going on for people these days? It didn't actually have to be a cross watch, so it's just starting off the readings like, dang it, that's going to be... Right. Alright, what do we have for Aquarius and that person they're dealing with? Show me Aquarius. Aquarius, you're looking into the future and you are also a little bit stressed. Dang it, people, you mirror each other. Your person here is... Alright, now it's almost like... I'm just getting it vice versa like I did to us. Your person here... Alright. Forget it. Forget it is the same. I see here between the two of you, I am actually getting, in the past, any attempt to try and bring peace between the two of you has resulted in fucked up communication. It's almost as though you disappointment upon disappointment upon disappointment has led the Aquarius here to decide, you know what, I'm just gonna look into the world and figure out what else I can do, because this shit ain't working. And you're tired of being stressed out, but I still see you being stressed out because of the communication being so fucked up. Your person here, they have judgmental energies. I gotta say, they are not particularly reliable. Judgment there. They are very happy with the way that things are going right now. They kind of have this control issue, I want to say, especially in terms of deciding when to go, where to go, how to do things. And that is where I get it. This is just not working for you. I have third energies coming in between you. And you know what the third energy is? It's the Aquarius deciding, I will find, but I'm done. You're looking elsewhere here. You're probably even looking for other people to be with, right? It's almost like you don't want to spend time with this person. Is it because you may, yeah, if this is a marriage, right? It's almost like the marriage is broken apart right now in the current energies, and the Aquarius is deciding to spend more time with friends. And what crosses, what this is about is that you're dealing with a person who's stubborn, and they may not be open to seeing other perspectives in terms of how you can do things differently, and that's what's breaking this apart. Right? This is actually a little bit of a mayday, Aquarius, or the person anyone watching for an Aquarius, mayday. This is how you lose an Aquarius. I can feel the fed up energy of the Aquarius. Alright, so we are going on to Pisces. There's no point in doing these extra readings because, well, they're the same energies, but they just show up far more straightforward. What do we have for Pisces and the person they're dealing with? Pisces and the person they're dealing with. Pisces and the person they're dealing with. Pisces and the person they're dealing with. Pisces and the person they are dealing with. Pisces and the person they are dealing with. Pisces and the person they are dealing with. One more. No, two more. Okay. Alright, where do we have Pisces? Show me Pisces. Six of Swords crossed by the Eight of Pentacles. Oh my god, I give up. No, where do we have the person you're dealing with? What? Past energy? Oh my god, someone in this reading, someone here is completely delusional. Shows a little bit up as your partner. Right, show me, what were you doing in the past here? Oh, forget it. What the hell is up with people? Sorry, Pisces, when I see you, you are moving into calmer waters, but you got a devil up your ass. Let's just say it like that. What's crossing you here is... nothing. You're just placing attention onto your work here. It's almost like you are deciding that by focusing on your work, your career, things are gonna be fine. Then I look at your person here. I mean, they are sitting there at home and they are painting the family picture. They are basically making long-term plans. And what's crossing them is the fact that it's unknown to them. It's almost like they're confused about the fact that you left. You're gone, Pisces. They may actually be in a little bit of a state of denial here. Because they may emotionally be deciding here just to engage with this painting a portrait of the two of you, setting those long-term goals of seeing a family, because it's difficult for them, right? In the past year, I guess though, someone didn't pay attention in class. There was someone keeping their options open. It could be you, Pisces. The connection between the two of you is a decision about which direction to go, and what's crossing it is that something here is over. Something here is done. Has reached completion. When I look at you, I get as though there were communications here. There were probably, two of you could have struggled with the communication, right? And you're trying to prove a point here, or trying to get a message through. You might have decided, Pisces, that the easiest way out of this situation was to just disconnect, to just get in your boat and move away. Your person, however, here, oh, I'm getting two stories. Well, for some of you, yes, there are people out here that you could be connected with someone here who is yeah, I am getting, it's the person who yelled at you, Pisces, let's say like that. The person here who have been in this yelling energy, harsh yelling, and actually a little bit emotionally disconnected. They are struggling with being on the outside, so they are coming up with these like imaginations, or I want to say, or they are setting long-term goals for you. It's almost like they are in a fantasy relationship for some reason or another. For others of you, there could actually also be a situation in which someone here has managed to find themselves someone new. And they are making long-term goals there, but there's still a connection here with you that's still affecting them. Let's say like that. Alright, well, let's look into it. Let's look into the first one. Is far more productive. How are you seeing yourself right now in terms of whatever connection you are in? You are in the middle of a transition here. You feel as though you are challenged. You have to... It's almost like you feel as though you are in this, oh God, do I have to fight children? How do you see the person here that you are connecting with? You see them as someone here that's going through a bit of a tower moment, especially if you have left here. You are probably aware of what's going on here. How are they seeing themselves in this situation? They see themselves as tied to you. I really get this, right? It's not easy. It's almost like this unrequited love. It's heartbreaking for them. There's someone somewhere out there. There's a Pisces with a person and attached to them. They are deciding to deal with a situation in ways where they are making up narratives about the future together. Right? How are they seeing you? They see you as someone that's tired. You have things going on for you. Life is throwing a lot of things at you at the moment, so you need time to go into healing, and therefore they are going to stand by your side, very dedicated, while you are doing so. I don't think they understand that maybe you actually already also have someone else here that you have seen you experiencing a lot of passion with it. Well, that's not so good. How are you feeling about this person? Or maybe you're more interested in just seeing other people or not seeing anyone. You decide. How are you feeling about this person? Pisces, I get a little bit as though you know. Oh. What's going on here? You might be a little bit cold here. I mean, maybe someone fell in love with you and they are not seeing things clearly, but you show up to me as cold. You show up to me as cold and detached. That you understand that this person's world may be crashing down a little bit. Yes, there are situations in the past here where someone didn't really pay attention in class. They were zooming out. And it felt as though the communication wasn't really going anywhere, right? And you now moving on, and you understand that this person's world is crashing down, but you actually taking a bit of a cold stand to it. But you know what? It is what it is. How are they feeling about you? They are so pulled towards you. Yep, they struggle a little bit with staying grounded in their emotions, right? You have the King of Swords, they have the King of Cups. They struggle with seeing clearly. They may not be expressing clearly to you their emotions for you. Your feelings are that, Pisces, I hope fucking not that you are a jerk here that comes up with a feeling like this. That you're sneaking away with their sanity. But I just, you know what, show me that Two of Wands there. King of Wands. How many kings do we have in here? Your person here could be admiring you, Pisces, seeing you as someone that can go into a leadership position here. And that you look good, and they may have forms of, what can I say, a little bit of a immature emotions for you. You know, let's not go there. Maybe they're just, show me that Ten of Cups, no, Ten of Pentacles there. Your person here may also be used to being able to get their way by being shameful. Right? And there might be a reason as to why you feel as though you have to sneak away. What we also have here is that someone, when they feel as though they are left on the outside, they struggle a little bit with setting up their boundaries, and they kind of float over. I guess that was your person that you're dealing with here. They struggle a little bit with balancing out their emotions and seeing things clearly. So when you have decided to leave, they still see that the two of you have a connection going on. Shit. Alright, I am done. I am going to return to what I was doing before, so I did not expect this to take 2 hours. Holy shit. What is the conclusion of this deck? Yes, I can read with you. Either the messages in the collective are kind of rough, or this is the rough messages. I mean, I was expecting mundane. Right, let's pull one collective here. One more. Alright. Where are you at? High Priestess. Getting a brand new beginning here. Emotions are a little bit unavailable. I get that there are tower moments, alright? Going on here. But there are new beginnings going on. But when we have a new beginning, something else is being let go. And I am not so sure that whatever is being let go is experiencing a nice response to being let go. What are you person you're dealing with? We have the Five of Swords and the Hierophant. Yeah, we have the Golden Child. See, I was actually a little bit reluctant to this card here to begin with, but in this case it makes sense. This is the Golden Child. It could be that someone here, when they are not used to getting what it is that they want, they have a hissy fit. And you are listening to your intuition, and it's telling you to walk away. Get a brand new beginning here. What was crossing you is this Golden Child having a hissy fit. I mean, look at it. Look at it. No, look at this. This is a person that grew up into getting their way whenever they wanted it. Being celebrated for what? Taking a dump. Being celebrated for what? Taking a piss. You know what? How you get respect? You fucking earn it. Well, no, you know, you earn respect on your previous merits in whatever way. You're not just born into a position. You work your fucking ass up to it. A golden child is being born into a way where they are being celebrated just for the fact that they are alive. So when they don't get their way, they get pissed, and they're not easy to deal with, and they fuck with their social skills. They just suck with disappointment. And in this case, it shows up as though they engage with forms of shaming other people. You see, that's the golden child as an adult, feeling as though they can just shame in whatever way they want, or in this case, it shows up, right? When things do not go according to their plan, and then you have your intuition here telling you, no, 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 no. Intuitively, you know this is not okay, because they're bending, or they are trying to alter your free will to a certain degree. Yeah, that's just the fucking golden child, right? Can't fucking work in a partnership, teamwork. I mean, the golden child suck in your romantic connection, in friendships, in teamworks, because they suck at being pro-social. Perdóname. I'm almost up at 2 hours, right? I'm running low on sweetness, diplomacy. Perdona. Right, what's the connection between the two of you? Yeah, the connection between the two of you is that someone here wants to dominate. It shows up as the golden child. They want things to go their way, and when things do not go according to plan, they engage with bullshit. I don't know, whispering into someone's ear, and fuck this shit. And that's not paying. See, that's the golden child not paying attention in class, feeling as though they have the world put in front of them on a platter. They do not belong to the community. They do not have to listen to what the teacher have to say, because guess what? They were born as a fucking superior from the get-go. Fuck you. Perdóname. I get provoked by this. I'm getting provoked because I cannot deal with it. How are you going to be able to work together with someone who think themselves better at this age, as though they are smarter than the teacher? They don't have to listen. And then when they don't get their way, they turn into the fucking snake that whispers into your ear. I mean, I don't know. What is up here? What do you... Where were this connection in the past? No, again, like, muhahaha. No. Shitty communication. Fucked up communication. It's almost, I'm getting a little bit as though someone here could have been asking the right questions to get to know someone, and then... Oh, where were you in this? Oh, they were the Queen of Wands. They were like, oh, thank you. I'm putting on a performity here. I'm asking the right questions, so I know how to seduce. I'm getting a little bit of a vibe of someone I would say is... I don't know, surprised by humanity all the time. Where were you in this? Making plans. And working. Some of you were working your way towards something that had a brand new beginning in it. It's basically about finding out your path, where you want to go. Right? You made the decision that you want to move into the future, but you didn't quite know where you wanted to go. Well, guess what? Here comes Mufasa. Yeah, yes, Mufasa came here. Very, very. Right? You were probably working, doing something in your laboratory. You were working on your skills here. You were building up your own luck. And the way you were building up your own luck is the way that, I want to say the rest of us, but no, the way you built yourself up. You participate. You pay attention in school. You pay attention the best way you can, right? I mean, this was also me in math class, but not like this. But that was because, attention problem. But not in the way that you didn't pay attention. Not sitting there smug. No. Not sitting, because what I don't like here is the distance between this person and the others. And they're just sitting there looking smug. Yes, it can be difficult to fit into the group. And you can have troubles, a lot of growing up and trying to fit into the group. And it can be a lot of shame in being a little bit different sometimes. But that does not look like this. Where were we with you? But the way that you work your way up, you work up into your own luck, is that you work. Trust me, earth signs know this. You work and you build on your craft. Or if you sometimes struggle a little bit with the confidence here, then you can have someone coming in here like Mufasa, and sneaking into your ear and praising a little bit of drama here and getting you misdirected. Because what I'm seeing now is that you're actually back to the Ace of Wands. You're back to scratch here. You're going backwards, actually. But you know what? Sometimes we take detours. And there's work here in this, right? But see, again, it's about, working up your skills. Having someone in your ear telling you how the fuck to do your work in ways that are actually rooted in benefiting them. Benefiting their needs, as opposed to you working for, I don't know, a wholeness. Whatever that means. Because I have all these aces here. Getting something brand new. And then bam, being stuck in a cheese... the cheese bell. No. I get annoyed. Where the hell do you find these people? Oh, bullshit. Yeah, and... it's just... Don't get your way and then you get cranky. More cranky than I am, right? And I'm cranky because it's time to eat and get things done. Alright, let's see. How are you seeing yourself? How did you see yourself in the past? Like an outsider. Waiting to get the message that you were chosen to be part of it. And almost, getting like a new beginner. Really seeing yourself as outside the community. Which I keep saying here. Outside the community. Well, guess what happens when you then run across a fucking golden bitch. Bastard, whatever. You meet the king. Who always who have the power to make you feel included. Why? Because they have fucking charisma. Fuck them. No, they may not be that bad. I'm just picking up on what I'm not putting on any kind of label here. Not yet. I'm just getting annoyed. And yes, I also should eat a Snickers. You don't have to make it this bad, but it's just 2 hours, guys, right? And it's repeating itself a little bit, and it's just, come on. Right, how did you see them? You saw them as a challenge. You almost felt you saw them as a challenge, and someone here that was very stable and knew how to build themselves up. And it's almost like you felt an emotional pull towards them. Because they reminded you of something here. Yeah, that's karmic in nature. Listen, if this person if this is something that resonates with you and you recognize as having been with a bully, maybe you were attracted to a bully because someone bullied you, or you were used to being bullied in this particular way, or neglected. They don't need to have been a bully. Could also just been forms of neglect, right? But anyway, it doesn't have to be as bad as this. Anywho, I'm picking up. If it's here, I'm picking it up. I'm saying it out loud. So, how did they see themselves in the past here? Moving into calmer waters. How did they see you? That's so fucking weird. They themselves were looking for a position. Just like you saw them in this way, they saw you in this way. Just ridiculous. So they saw themselves as someone here who themselves were moving into something calmer, but they had a lot of nasty voices with them themselves. You know what could have happened here? is that they themselves were celebrated as a child and they have unfulfilled potential. So when they were moving into calmer waters, those voices of unfulfilled potential could still have been within them. And then they came across you and they saw you as someone who could fulfill them, just like you were on the outside here, and you saw them as someone who could bring you in to be part of where all the other people are playing. It could have to do with that it could have to do with you being different, right? Maybe you were single, or you just came out of a long-term relationship and you didn't know how to be single, or you didn't know how to be alone. But you were definitely looking for something here. So you were looking outside yourself for someone or something to balance out the scales in your life, so you were included into the whole, rather than you moving past that wire there and into the group on your own. Maybe you, because you see, was that a girl and those are boys playing out there? A girl not being able to play with the boys? Well, you know what? We have female teams right now, meaning that we can cross those bridges. We can cross bridges in ways that are, it takes work to break down bridges, to build up bridges, and to break down ones that are, break down towers and build up new bridges, whatever. But it's never impossible. It's just that maybe you were looking for someone outside you to help you there, and they were looking for someone with a throne of power, because they themselves have felt unfulfilled in their own pursuit of it. I don't get this. Stupid. But that could have been the voices that they were carrying with them. So they were looking. There were constantly voices. Alright? So there were voices here whispering you in the ear. What was this devil whispering into your ear? Yeah, basically how to make decisions in terms of how you work, right? How you have victory. Because apparently they need to come into that position where things look good. And apparently they considered you to be the means there. I don't know, was it about you having victory or winning or making more money? I don't know what the fuck. But they really they asked questions and they put on a good show. Made themselves very sexy. I'm annoyed. Alright. How are you feeling right now? You're happy. Who is this? How are they feeling right now? I give up. The both of you in love with each other. I give up. I give up. No, you are in love and they are seeing things from a... Oh, forget it. You have the Two of Cups, the Four of Wands and the Justice. You seeing this as the perfect partnership for you. You see yourself as embraced and loved and supported. And the winner in having pushed away all other forms of competition. How the hell is this? What the hell is up with this person? Is it because they're so beautiful? Alright, you know what? Leave it. But they, here with you, how they feel right now, they feel as though the scales are being balanced out. The lack that you had there, they are now feeling the scales are being balanced out. The two of you mirroring each other. Are they speaking about their emotions? No. What is up with that Queen of Pentacles there? Yeah, they're making long-term plans for getting a brand new start with you and building things up, so good luck for that. Show me the most likely outcome in this situation here. Someone getting pregnant and having a baby. And a new reality awaits you. You will take in a position of power. And they will pull the strength on working on themselves. Okay. What's the miracle here? Shutting down your emotions. Right, I get like an arranged marriage. No. The miracle why this is because I see the two of you staying together. Even though your intuition here is telling you to get a new start and you're sick and tired, apparently you're gonna get back together. Especially if someone here is pregnant. I cannot understand this. It's almost as though a decision here is going to be made that if someone's pregnant, we are gonna bury down emotions. Emotions do not matter and we're gonna stick together for the children. I do not understand this, but you know what? I do not understand half of these readings that I got today. This is a fucked up connect. Guys, what the hell is going on? Can you please give me this connection in the other deck? Because this is weird. What's going on here? Show me you. I do not get this. Your person. Connection. Forget it. This is a narcissistic relationship. Okay. I see you being in your head. I see you being basically a prisoner. What's crossing you is getting this Ace of Pentacles, getting a brand new start, getting something solid up working. What's crossing you is also a broken heart. And a power play going on here. Have you given away your mental power to this situation, emotional power? I see your person here coming back for reconciliation. Following having abandoned, but what's crossing this situation for your person is that they still want to control how things are going. What happened in the recent past is that there's a very strong pull. It also comes with the fucking devil between you. It's very significant. I cannot stress enough. Strong pull. There have been chasing going on here. It's been a push-pull. This is I'm giving up. Because it is so strong, it's almost as though it appears to me that you've given up. You've given up trying to fight it away. You've given up getting a new start. It's almost like you give in. It's basically a connection here where you give away your power. It appears to be as though you give up your power. Connection between the two of you. There's toxicity and an ego. And someone here, it shows up as your person having the fucking power in this connection. I give up. This is almost like a trauma bond. I'm done. Mic drop from here. I'm almost scared of doing one of these readings again, guys. What the fuck is going on? Okay, that's what I have for you. Please tell me this is past. Please tell me or maybe this is just something you witnessed to, because this is not. Alright, I will see you. Take care. Ciao.